I bought a new set of boot style waders and was looking for a hanger to buy that gave them nice support over the long term, and just didn't find anything out there I was happy with, so I just decided to build my own. And this is the prototype, but I'm pretty happy with it. Goes in and out like that, and I'll take you through a few steps for the final version. Cut yourself a cardboard pattern to get a fit around the boot. This is a size 13 boot. This oval is 8 inches by 3 inches, and if you just start with that, it's going to get you probably close enough. Leave this reference line. He's going to be handy later on. Slip your pattern over the boot and then decide how you like the fit, or how you want to change the fit. Just look at the gap here. Decide what you want on the pattern. Next decision is what you want to use to support the boot. I'm using a piece of insulation that goes over copper tubing. And what you'll need to decide, you could use a piece of rubber hose or anything you got. But what you'll need to decide is how thick that is, because you're going to have to open up this pattern the width of whatever you're using on the edge of it. So I've got 3/8 here, so I need to come out 3/8 on my pattern all the way around. Deciding how big you need board to be will depend a little bit on how you're going to support it. I'm going to make it all out of wood, so I'll have a 3/4 back here and then 3/4 supports out here. If you want to go with, if you don't want to mess with the wood and you want to just use it, pretend this is the bottom and this is the wall. If you want to just use a metal bracket, and it also depends on how big of what you use for here. So you'll need, from there, this comes over, and then you need some room for your bracket. I'm going to make this a little bit narrower. And also, it'll depend a little bit on how you're going to hang your boots in. I'm going to hang mine in with the heels against the wall, just because it takes up a little bit less room. If you put it in with the toes forward, then this board has to be longer to accommodate that against the wall. With the heels in there, I can make that the wall. And this board is going to be 13 by 15. 13 by 15 will work out pretty good. Here's where the boots will be on the final piece. I came over 3.5. This is center line. I came over 3.5, and that's the center of the boot. I came down 1 3/4 here, and that's to allow for this brace, the wall brace that's going to be on the bottom. And then this part laps over to fasten it. It comes over about 1 inch. So 1 3/4 is about what's going to be good there. This is the final shape that I'm going to use, so everything shaded will be removed. All that black will be gone. On the underside, I'll have a support that'll fasten it to the wall. A support like so on the bottom, here and here. Forgot to mention, this insulation is only $1.50, so that's a pretty good way to go on that. And one piece is 3 foot, will almost do everything. I'm going to have to splice in just a little bit. Here's the piece after it's cut out. I went ahead and used the router and rounded the edges both sides. If you don't have a router, no big deal, don't worry about it. Use a rasp, sandpaper, or something just to knock the edge off a little bit. But having it rounded, if you use this insulation or whatever, probably whatever you use, it fits that rounded inside a little bit nicer. This is my finished support, ready to put the insulation on. I went ahead and made the wood supports. We'll screw the wall here. If you're going to use metal brackets, you'll have something looking like that. But what I did want to point out, before I put this on, it's kind of nice to have a mark where the edge of it's going to be as you put it on. But this is the idea right here. so you'll know where to put the top on and then roll it over and put the bottom on. I'm going to use staples. If you don't like the look of staples, I think silicone and then tape it in place to hold it would work out pretty well too. I'm using an old electric staple gun. I've got 3/8 staples in it. Half would probably work a little bit better, but I didn't have any. You can't push it down too hard. If you just got one of these, it'll probably work out okay too. Well there, I think that's going to do it. Here's the finished product on the wall, and what I like about it, it gives nice soft even support for the boot all the way around. Because I designed it with a fairly narrow gap right here to give the boot more area of support, instead of trying to go in and out on the rubber part of the boot, when you go in and out, take it up to the foam part. That way it just slides right in. Like so. So there we go. I'm happy with mine. I hope you do one and you're happy with it too. I thought I'd give this a quick mention just in case you're looking for an idea. This is what I've used for quite a while now to store my stocking foot waders. Just a piece of PVC supported with a piece of wire. Hang it out a little bit from the wall. This one's 4.5 inches wide, but about anything would work. Just a big enough circle to support them well.